Welcome back, guys. Hope you're doing well as always. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make your own Lexan windshield for your motorized bicycle. So after watching this video, you can make your bike look a lot more custom. So for the ones that don't know, Lexan is like a polycarbonate. Polycarbonate is like a plastic, opposed to glass where if a rock hits it and shatters, this stuff will take a lot more of a beating. You'll see it used in race cars because it allows you to drill holes in it for like a vent or a window that slides up and down. So you may be asking, how much is this stuff? And to answer that question, it's pretty cheap. You can see right here I got it for 25 bucks, which for this whole sheet of Lexan is like a total deal. So now I'm removing my windshield with an 8mm wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. Alrighty guys, now I'm going to go ahead and trace it with a red marker. With that being said, let's get started. So as you can see, I got the tracing all done. Now, let's see how it looks. Okay, so as you can tell, obviously on the edges it's a little bit flatter, and the reasoning of that is because when I put this on, you notice that this is actually a little bit wider, so hence why this one's a little more curved on the edges. But I think with some, chrome vinyl and black vinyl at the bottom, we can make it look just as good as it was. And by the way, the Lexan that I chose is a lot thicker than the old stuff, hence why my dad's cutting it out. Alrighty guys, now I'm going to go ahead and drill my holes. So with that being said, let's get started. So I already have my holes marked. I used the old template to do so. And now I'm going to go ahead and start drilling. And you can see, guys, I went ahead and got the 4 holes drilled, and they look pretty good. And one thing I did that's optional is I went ahead and painted my handlebars. And the reason I did so is because from taking my old windshield off, there were some scratches here and here. So I just thought I would paint them to make them look sweet. Here's a little top tip. If you're painting your handlebars, don't bother taking off this grip. You can just use some masking tape to mask it up, because this grip, if you don't know, once you put it on, it doesn't like to come off. The throttle side comes off great, but this side generally doesn't, so just keep it on and mask it up. Alright guys, finally with our 4 holes drilled, now let's get out of the vise and give it a once over. Now you can see, like I said, we have our 4 holes. I recommend filing them because they're a little sharp. And just file the whole edge of this like I did in my body panel video. Just get a file and file all the rough edges off. And what I recommend doing is last minute before you install it on the bike, go ahead and peel this plastic off, because if you peel it off now when you're handling it and you're trying to install it, chances are you could scratch it really easily. Now we're going to go ahead and install the handlebars. Now they're freshly painted, so when you get your adjustment for the angle, you want to make sure you keep it there. So I'm just going to install it like so, keep it there, get my handlebar clamp, put that over, and I know the bolts look a little rusty, but I will eventually get some new ones. And we're just going to snug it up. And then we'll get our throttle cable side hooked on along with our brake lever, and we'll just go from there. Now I do need to go ahead and grab a 5mm Allen wrench. Okay, I got the 5mm Allen wrench. Now I'm going to tighten it up. Again, you want to keep that adjustment, so just make sure the handlebars don't move. And you can set your rise and whatnot after the fact, if you want it higher, lower, etc. Just give them a snug, and we'll come back to it in a bit. Okay, I got the handlebars snugged up. So guys, we're finally finished, and I went ahead and bolted it up. You can see those nice painted bars look awesome, and from straight on, you can't even tell it's really there. Obviously, I'm going to add some vinyl to like the other one had, just to give it the look of having a windshield, because right now you can barely see it, but it just gives a really cool look, and I dig it. You can see, like, you can barely see the thing, but the new painted bars look really good. You can tell when I'm going to be riding the bike, it's going to be a lot nicer, so that's always nice. But that's all I got for you today on this one. I hope this helps you make your own windshield on your motorized bike. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video in peace, and have a wonderful day as always.